What's up, guys? So this is this week's extended IG Q&A answers. Today I picked one question from this last Monday's Q&A, which was, do you correct puppies in bite sports at 5 months? But before I get to it, if you guys have any questions you guys like me to answer, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. Feel free, if you're not following Primal Canine on IG, it's just at Primal Canine spelled out. But let's get to this answer here. So typically puppies 5 months or younger, even under a year really, unless the dog's like pretty forward and a lot of things. I use a lot of different markers. Like when I say food, the dog comes and gets food for me. I use clicker training, so if the dog's doing something really good. Double click means break. If I'm doing I'm working duration, single click means good job, keep doing what you're doing. If I say take, that means take the toy I have in my hand. If I say get it, it means go get the toy that I threw or the toy that's over there. If I say bring, they bring it to me. So I use a lot of different markers so I can have very clear communication with my dogs. That being said, I'll use an example because if they're mentioning bite sport, that probably means something to do with, maybe in the bite side of training that there may be some issues. So a lot of these dogs can be highly possessive at a very young age. So when you come up to them when they're having that possession over the item that they're biting, they may have some handler issues. So what I do typically is, once I'm done with that foundational stage of the dog, there's my little dog over here, the old lady, being a little bossy right now. But if the dog is, let's say on, they're heavily possessive and they're just they'll come at you and anything like that, then I'll correct that a little bit, but I'll make sure I have a leash on me, remove them, and then kind of take them out of that, go to take and then downgrade to food, and then kind of just continuously work that so they understand that, hey, I'm not trying to take your possession away from you, but I need you to work with me in order for us to continue this game that we want to play, right? So I'll usually use switches, I'll do food trades, I'll do a lot of different things in order to create the communication going and them understanding that hey, this is a game we play together, not against each other. The other things that I will correct if it's outward aggression. If the dog is outwardly aggressive to, the handler, someone they're not supposed to be to, a dog, not just general reactivity based off of some form of insecurity, but just forward aggression. That's the stuff that I will correct, because I hate when people use the phrase, oh, don't worry, they'll just grow out of it. Because no, they just grow into it, and typically they learn how to hide it a little better. And then when they learn to hide it a little better, they become a little more mischievous with it. So I just watch out for those things. When it comes to correcting dogs, it's always independent on which dog or how to correct a dog in the way they understand. I usually use dominance, prongs, things of that nature. I use an e-collar for motivation. A prong collar can be used for motivation too. So again, that goes based on that individual dog. And it's the same thing when it comes to pet dogs. Puppies, young puppies, obviously you want to correct anything that's really negative, like aggression, biting, that they're not supposed to be biting. I don't mean little puppy nips where they're playful. I mean full on biting, things of that nature, or just them being forward and really aggressive on that. So I will correct those things, and typically I have my puppies on leash when they're in house, so they understand the rules of the house. But yeah, it's pretty simple, guys. I use markers, create the relationship with your dog. Remember, it is a relationship, it is a partnership, especially in bite sports. It is you and them versus, right? Whatever the opposition may be. And you want to have a healthy relationship with your dog, a very clear communication. Remember, we created dogs, which meaning they are craving, us wanting, or they're craving the structure that we can provide for them. Us not correcting behavior means us avoiding behavior, and if we're avoiding behavior, we're not really fulfilling their needs. So I'm not saying go heavy on corrections, but I am saying it is important to have a balanced relationship with your dog so they understand what and what they can't do. And if these little tips aren't working specifically for your dog or anything that you see on our social medias, then maybe it's time to consult with a professional trainer. That's what they're here for, guys. So yeah, if you have any questions you'd like answered, please put them in the comment section. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, subscribe, like here, or any suggestions, please put them in the comment section as well. But yeah, guys, that is this week's Q&A.